All right, today we continue chapter 2 and we are working on our reinforce your skills. All righty. So I hope you all did that self-assessment. This one, put it in the Word file for Dr. Lambert. All right, so reinforce your skill 2.1. They just want to know if we understood how to make accounts inactive in our chart of account. So we have to go to chart of account. The book wants you to go here and click chart of account in your company. I always just do this. And here's another trick you can do. You see that little save button? If you click that, it will appear down here, and you can almost do it with everything, I believe. Yeah. So, and if you don't want it anymore, you go on menu settings, which is the settings for this, and then you just remove it. So let's go to chart of account, and they say in the cash line, click the action menu and choose make inactive. Okay, let's do cash, and we're going to make it inactive. Yes, make it active, and it's gone. If you ever want to activate it again, go here, include an active, and click which one you want to make active again. And then you can just click here. All right, let's keep them out of the way. And then it says, make the following accounts inactive. So we're doing building, land, loans to others, which is here, and then long-term office equipment, which is here. And remember, these are all sub accounts of the long-term office equipment. They automatically will be made inactive. Okay, so this is a batch action because we have more than one. Make an active, yes, make an active, and they're all gone. Alrighty, let's move on. Edit an account and add an account. Okay, in the advertising and marketing line, choose action menu edit. So let's find the advertising, and I don't want to scroll myself to endless scrolling. So I'm going to do advertising, and here we go. And they want us to edit. This is the action menu. They want us to edit the account. So what they're going to say, type marketing in the name field and then click save. Okay, this is the name field, and they only want to do marketing. Done. Save. Alrighty. Then they say he wants to open savings account at the same bank so that she can save for taxes. Okay, so we're establishing a savings account. Let's remove this. So we have our full bank account, and it says click new. Yep. Then bank. It is bank accounts. It is a saving account. And the account name is savings, LACB. And you see now in your chart of account or in your balance sheet, under bank accounts, you have Los Angeles City Bank, and then you have savings, Los Angeles City Bank. All right, and click save and close. Roger that. Go back to dashboard. I'm not sure why they're always want to go back to dashboard. Maybe they want to see something. Maybe they want to show you something. You can also manipulate that dashboard how you want it to appear. You can manipulate the order of your bank accounts and everything. So just play a little around with it. And the privacy button, I think we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so Business overview is here. Get things done is here. Okay. So reinforce your skills 2-2, set up products and service for puppy love pampered pooch. So now they're going to say, we only have a part of the product list in QuickBooks, but we need all of the products and services in QuickBooks. So let's go here, check our product list. Okay, and here you see we only have the full pet grooming. So what does it say? Choose gear, click new. Let's click new. Services, because we're not selling products yet. Click new services, and the name shall be small. We don't do the SKU. And then the category is bath and brush, which is here. And then we say bath and brush, small. The price is $20. And the income stream is pooch services. Okay. Let's see if we did it all correctly. Yes, so save and new, because there are 3 more that we have to add to our service list. Save and new. This is going to be medium. No, it's, yes, medium. The category is bath and brush. Bath and brush, medium. Okay, sales price is 30, save and new. Now we have large. And we're doing bath and brush. And then we're going to do $40. And let me just copy this right quick. And now we have extra large. And you can also just tap your way through and then put in bath and brush, and it will appear automatically. And now I just do this. All right. And the price is $55. And because that was the last service that we're setting up, we can now say save and close. And to make sure we have it all together, we have small, medium, large, extra large. And here's the full pet groom. We have small, medium, large, extra large. Okay, and then also the price needs to be correct. We start with $20 for the smallest, 30, 40, 55. So we're all good with this. And now they want us to return to business overview. And here's the reinforce your skills. By the way, don't forget to take a screenshot and put it in your Word document so you can submit that with your assignments for Chapter 2 to get full credit. All right, add a user. Let's go to the users here, manage users. And you will see that once you've learned it and you reinforce your skills, it's just gonna become nature to you. So don't be afraid of learning new stuff. It will eventually become normal, and then it will eventually become old and you have to learn new stuff. This is just our accounting cycle when it comes to technology, because we're progressing as technology progresses. All right, so Sadie mentioned that it would be great if her tax accountant could be logged into QuickBooks online and review her records on a quarterly basis to be sure everything is categorized correctly and the appropriate tax amount has been paid. In this exercise, you will add an account user. Okay, so gear your company, manage users, we're in there, click accounting firm. And then it says type accountant, add accountant, net. And then you click invite. Let's double check. Yep, invite. Okay, so you have to verify that you really intend to put somebody in your system and give them permission to access certain things. So you have to wait for your verification code. And here it is. 8577474. Let's see if it makes it. No, 847474. Okay, continue. All right, and you see now your accounting firm is added. All right, and we're done with reinforce your skills 2 till 3. Now we have to apply our skills. So let's see. Yeah. Complete the chart of account setup. Okay, let's go to chart of account. Sadie has reviewed chart of account and would like to make some additional changes in this exercise. Blah. Make the following accounts from the chart of account inactive if they are displayed. If they are displayed. So there are changes to that book and to the system all the time. So vehicles, mortgages, billable expense income, and because I'm using the badge action, I cannot search for it because it will just delete my selections. So I have to scroll it. So she wants regular sales, see where they're at. Okay, so, and then there's always the next side, and I can't see it. Okay, so let's keep the sales out. And then it says sales of product income. Excuse me. It's text pay. So I can't find it. And so you can see since I used that second page, it deleted all my selections that I've made so far. So if you can't find it on the same page, just make it inactive and look for those other ones separately. Okay, so let's do this again. Vehicles, mortgages, billable expenses. Where are they? Okay, let's do this a little slower. Here they are. Okay, let's make these 3 inactive first with the badge action. Okay, make inactive. And now let's look for these other ones. Sales. Okay, so there is no sales account, but we found the last one that is here. So we're going to make this inactive, and we can just do it this way. Okay, so we've done our dues. And now it says it wants to rename something. So supplies and materials. And there are 2. There's one in cost of goods sold, and there's one in expenses. So let's read a little bit better. In materials account to pooch supply at an expense account. Okay, it doesn't really specify which one should be used for that. which is obviously the book is not 100% on that. But since we are accountants, I would use this one because this is a sub account, and maybe it would say sub account, but that appears like a sub account too. So obviously it's not clear which of these two they want to use. Let me check something right quick. Assignments, chapter 2, chart of accounts. So feedback file. I didn't do 100% on this because I forgot that savings account, but we already covered that. Let me check here and let me make this a little bit bigger. And then what is it called? It wants you to Pooch supplies. Okay. The Pooch services is here. Okay, so here you can see cost of goods sold, supplies, and materials. So obviously that's not the one. So here's supplies. So it did not mark me wrong when I changed the supplies in the expense. So we're going to keep the cost of goods sold, disregard it, and just focus on the expenses, which is this, which makes sense because up to this point, we're only doing services. And for the services, you need certain supplies to do your services. If you sell products, you will need to have the cost of goods sold, which will follow up later in this chapter or other chapters, following chapters, my bad. Okay, so they want us to rename that to Pooch Supplies. Okay, and now this will appear in your profit and loss statement as Pooch Supplies, right? Yeah, save, and we're good. Fantastic. So next is we need to add an expense account. So let's see, let's pretend we're in the real world right now and somebody comes and says, hey, you really need to add another account. You say, no problem. What you do is you look first if that is already in use. So we do have one that says shipping and postage, but it's under shipping, freight, and delivery. But they want us to be office general administrative expenses. So yes, we do have to add another account. So these are expenses, obviously. And then we're gonna look through which one is the best. Expenses, cost of goods sold, no. Expenses, building business, employee, retirement, okay, bad debt, insurance, interest, legal, marketing, meals, office. And it says office. Okay, let me go back to my cheat sheet. Office, postage, behind, postage. Okay, so we put it under office expense, shipping and postage. No, that's not correct. Here. All right, so why doesn't that come up? Oh, okay, it comes up. All righty. And we call that postage. All right, so here put office expense, here go on office general administration. So my bad, I was so focused under for those step ones that it did not come up. So do here, click office expenses first, and then you have all the other ones and you say office general administrative, because this is your tax form section. And then you have account name, postage, and you'll be good. And it says, what does it says? Okay, and then, so we have that in here. And then add city credit union credit card. Okay, so new credit cards are liabilities, but they have the cash section here, which is probably not the correct term, but this is how I keep it in my head. It's a cash transaction with the credit card and the bank accounts and the cash. And so this is how I keep this separated in my head. Okay, credit card, and it said City Credit Union. Okay. Okay, save. And now it wants us to run the report. Run the report. And you see these are all your accounts. And then it says export and name it. So when you look at my file here, this is how it's supposed to look like, but don't forget that you need to, I just don't like this, it's so small, I cannot show anything. I got a 0 because I did not add the chart of accounts names here, this savings account, I overread it. So go by line to get full credit. Here's the Los Angeles bank account that we also did. And then chart of accounts named Los Angeles City Bank. Okay, so you will get this full credit if you do it correctly. And then account list. And then also make sure that this is correct. Let's see if this is correct, of course. Does this? Okay. So you see there's 59, 1600, 75. Okay. So we're good on that. And you see that cash on hand, that's not here. So obviously I did not inactivate it earlier when I did my exercises. I had to learn on the hard way to just really go line by line with that book. It's not the way I work usually, but for the purpose of this course and to learn, you just have to go line by line. All right, so this is apply your skills to -1, and now we're going to go to apply your skills to -2. Completed products and service setup. So they want us to add these products, add the services for mini pet groom category. All right, let's go. And go on your product and services, and you see that in apply your skills, you do not have the they don't really explain to you how to do it anymore. Sometimes they give you a hint, sometimes they don't, because you should have learned about that in the first section, develop your skills, in the second section, reinforce your skills, and now you should be good to do it on your own. All right, so this is our product and service list, and we're just gonna do new, gonna do service. We start with the small puppies. We're gonna go and do mini, pet, groom. And let me just copy that so I can use it later. And that's small. And then the sales price is 25. We are going to add more services. So we just say save and new. Now we're at the medium. And this is very important that you keep the prices correctly, because later on they don't tell you the prices anymore. And you just need to have, you need to be confident that you set everything up correctly. So this is medium is 35. Okay, save and new. Then there's large, mini, and it's 45. And then there's extra large. All right, that was the last service, so we can save and close. Now we go to the mini groom, which is here, and we say, yes, we do have the small for 25, we have the medium for 35, we have the large for 45, and we do have the extra large for 65. All righty, so add the services, add new category that's called add-ons. Okay, add a new category. You can either go here, go all lists, product categories, but let me show you how to do it while you're actually adding a new service or product. So you're going to go into your product and services, which you can also do here. And you can also do it here. When you go in sales, you have your product and services all handy here. So they want us to start a new one, services. And let's go down and see what add-ons they have. So here it says nails painted, okay? And the category is add-ons. So you see the category doesn't exist yet, but it makes it easier to add it with this little doodad here. And it says new category name, add-ons. Yep, that's all good, thank you. And then we just go here, nails painted. And so when I work for my clients in my QuickBook, I don't have the name and the description the same way. I vary that because the name already indicates that this is nails painted, and then the description should specify what has been done in your invoice, but we will see that later in a different chapter. All right, so that costs $8. Let's see, nails painted, add-ons, and $8. Okay, save and new. So then we have the teeth brush, brushed, sorry, teeth brushed. And then it's also an add-on. And it's $5. All righty, let's do, next one is flea bath. And if you think you got that and you're good, you just go to the next exercise. Don't really listen to my stuff, just put everything in and you'll be fine. Okay, add-ons, flea bath. This is 10 ears cleaned. Ears cleaned. That is 15 bow bandana. So technically, this is an item and it is technically a product, not a service, but it comes with the service. And I think because it's minor, it's just $1, they don't add an inventory category to it, a product category. All right, so, but if I would be the business owner, I would make it a product sale instead of a service sale, just to keep my inventory good and have accountability for my stock. Okay, bow bandana, $1. And then we have extra formatted pads. So this extra formatted pads, that just gave me a headache when I did following chapters. And then this transaction list came in very handy for me to verify that I understood it correctly. It was not pretty to me. Matted pads. Okay, that's $5. And we're doing save and close. Here are the add-ons. Then the bow is $1. Then we have ears cleaned 15, extra for matte pads, it's 5. Flea bath 10, nails painted 8, and teeth brushed 5. So we should be good. And now it wants us to run a product list. And you can run your report here. So this is really cool with QuickBooks. You have so many different ways to get your stuff done. You could also technically go in reports. Let's just do it from here. And here's your product list. Oops, that was my Mac mouse. Okay, and then it wants you to export it to Excel, name it this, and then you have to upload it. So because I did that already, let me see if we did everything correctly. Content, assignments, and then here's my product list, feedback file, open product list. Let's make this a little bit bigger so people can actually see it. No, we don't want to do this. All right, so it says add-ons, and I go by the numbers first: 1, 15, 5, 10, 8, 5, 40, 30, 20, 55, 55, 45, 40, 75, 45, 35, 25, 65. So my prices are all correct. Then I'll look here: large, small, medium. Okay, extra large, small, medium, large, extra large, small. Okay. So oh, you see, I forgot to put in the description the add-ons. I don't know how sensitive that is. I don't think I've ever been written up on that. But do it this way. So, and then the rest should be fine. And the hours and services are still in there because you cannot delete them. It says sales here. I'm not sure why it says sales. Weird. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to the, well, that was my intent to close that. Go to products and services, go to add-ons, and I'll just gonna be a little bit overcautious and say, put the add-on in it. And I just don't know how sensitive this will be. So it graded me correctly here, and it, you know, I just don't want you to lose points for not doing it. So my bad if you now have to go back and do this. I don't think it will write you up, but just make sure. Add-ons, 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 edit. And then we have 2 more. Save and close. All right, so we have it all down now. You just export that. Export is here, and it will export as an Excel file actually. And then you have it here. This is your new export. And then you have to upload that into let's see, run report. You have to run the report first and then export it as an Excel. Okay. And then when you look at it, you will see that it actually says the date, the time, and the time GMT -7. So the time zone is in there also. So this is the one that you have to upload, and make sure that your file name is exactly how it says here. I always go by this file name, this one. And then I upload it. Like you can see, this is my submitted file. I don't do the underscore, it does it automatically. So don't go by this, go by this. Okay. All right. Let's see. And then now we're apply your skills, enter opening balances. So this is also very important. It wants us to go to the register to Los Angeles City Bank. So your register is in your chart of accounts, or you can go to banking. I mean, there are multiple ways, and I just love it. Okay, so it doesn't have anything because we didn't do anything with the banking yet, so it does not appear. But once you have transactions in your bank, this will look a little different. So let's go to the chart of account. This is the best way for me to do stuff. Go to Los Angeles City Bank and view the register. Okay. And then it says, use this information to add a check. In this exercise, you will enter the opening balances from information provided by Sadie. Choose Go to Register. Yeah. And then this is Los Angeles City Bank. So you can also change it with that arrow here. And then use this information to add a check. All right, let's add a check. The check has been done on 7/10/2026. The check number is this. The payee is City. Okay, so obviously we don't have it, so we have to add a new one. City of Los Angeles clerk. It's a vendor, and we're just gonna say safe. Alrighty, and it says memo is the business license. We got that, and then it says payment is $450, so it's not a deposit, it's a payment. We're losing some money, and the account is business license. All right, safe. Now it appears here as a payment, which means our bank account will go down. All right. We saved it and then entered the 3 remaining transactions into the Los Angeles bank. Okay, the next one is 715. Payee is Dodgy's Plus. So obviously we don't have that yet either. So we just do this. It's a vendor, save. And then the memo is, there's no memo. Okay, if there's no memo, we cannot enter a memo. So it's not necessarily mandatory to put in a memo in. I just like it because here it would say they delivered whatever, 5 packs of dog food or treats or whatever it is. So I know what has been done and I don't have to look at the invoice again, but we don't have specifications here. So we just put in the price, which is $2,500. It is a deduction, and then the account is Pooch Supplies. That's income supplies here. Okay, so you see how easy you can make a mistake and choose the income account instead of the expense account. Always make sure you have it on the right side. Safe. And then this is now 7/17/2026, and you have to put in the year because if you don't, it will automatically do 2023, which will be wrong, and your reports may be jacked up. So just don't do it. Here's the number 4, so it automatically increases by 1, which is nice. It will save us a little bit of time. So now we do George's Pet Media. George's Pet Media. Okay. Safe. We do not have a memo, but we paid $800. And then the account was marketing. And you all remember that we changed the marketing from advertising and marketing to marketing earlier. Okay, so we've got this. And then the last one is July 30, 2026. And then the payee is Capital Properties. Capital Properties. We don't have a vendor yet for that, so we have to add that too. It's probably the monthly rent, but it doesn't say anything. It actually says prepaid expenses. Okay, which we're going to put here. And I think this is very important to do it right now, because you will need this account later on to actually expense a part of it. So we're going to say safe. And then they want us to go back to dashboard. And they say run a chart of account report. Okay, just go here and then run report. Let's see, our Los Angeles City Bank is $51.95, so we did everything correctly. Then our prepaid expenses are $3,300. Yep. Our salon equipment is $16,000. That's correct. And our owner investment is $75,000. Perfect. Okay, so now they want us to export the ending chart of account. So this one here, they want us to export. So Just go here, export, and then go in your student lab and upload your assignment. So just a warning, you can only upload it once. You cannot upload it multiple times. So once this is submitted, it is submitted, and at some point you're going to get your feedback file. So what I do is, if I get my feedback file, for example, I didn't do that in the earlier times. I just add something, but oh yeah, it won't show up. So okay, so here it actually shows me what should have been done. So you see $2,890, and that's obviously not correct. So what happened was that I put $75 in other income because I misunderstood the book. The book was not specific enough for my taste. In the real world, you can always ask your client, hey, what kind of income was it, and ask more questions. Obviously, you cannot talk to the book only talks to you. So, but I stated what my mistake was here. I also stated here that this is where you get your grading. So I marked this red and I said explanation on next tab. Here's my next tab. And then I stated what was wrong and why it was wrong. And Dr. Lambert actually gave me full credit for that. I'm not sure if his policy changes or what has been done to get full credit. I just think if you go back and you say, hey, this is what I've done wrong, he knows you really try to understand the subject. You just misunderstood. You did not have a chance to ask further questions, but you can tell him what you've done wrong. And so maybe that will help to get a better grade than the 50% that I got on this assignment from eLab. So I wish they would give you multiple attempts and don't give you your feedback file first, so you can actually go back and check it out and figure it out by yourself. But this is just how it works, and we can't change the book. All right, so we did this, and congratulations, you went through the second chapter, and I see you in chapter 3.